out of the shadows. Not only for myself, but for my people, my friends, my family, and everybody out there that's scared. We should no longer remain in the shadows. We should come out and stop being afraid of people putting us down. We should not let people tell us that we cannot achieve our dreams. We can do it. We can. Porque en esta vida sí se puede. Todo se puede.
EIYC to come out, to stop living in fear, because no piece of paper can tell us if we're illegal or illegal. There is no illegal or illegal. We're all human beings, and we're all here together to join as one.
It wasn't until my senior year in high school where I got a reality check, and I realized that I wasn't going to be able to do the same things that my high school friends were doing, that I wasn't going to be able to get a license, that I wasn't going to be able to work to pay for the tuition, college tuition. The reason is for my sister. Because I have a sister who's in high school, who's also undocumented, and I don't want her to experience what I have experienced. I don't want her to worry about paying college tuition. I want her to worry about things that high school students are worrying about. I want her to worry about going to prom. I want her even to worry about having a boyfriend. And it's just so sad that my sister, at such a young age, she has to be worrying about financial problems and stuff like that. And once again, I'm Luis Suarez, I'm undocumented, I'm unafraid, I'm unapologetic, and I'm doing this for my sister.
For me at first, it was really hard to associate both identities together. You know, I couldn't even say in one sentence, I am queer. Like, that was the hardest thing to me. And through time though, and self-acceptance, I've grown to love both my identities a lot. And I pride myself in being undocumented and queer. And you face a lot of things, and it takes a toll on your mental health. And I can say from personal experience, I have battled with depression, and you don't feel comfortable going to a therapist because you don't feel comfortable disclosing the fact that you're undocumented to the therapist. And a lot of therapists don't know how to handle the fact that you're undocumented or queer, like they don't understand that. And so because of that, I want to work and get my master's in social work so I can work with these queer undocumented youth, and hopefully they don't have to go through the same struggles that I went through.
Struggling with the recession, my father's construction business had lowered, and we are currently losing our home because the only programs that we have was our government-based programs that require a social security that we don't have. But we're not criminals. We work like any other person would do, and we try to survive.
The person that I am, and the mask that that people have made me put on. For me, it started affecting me when my sister got accepted to UCLA, and she couldn't go, so she decided to go back to Mexico. Ever since she left, I felt alone. I felt like I had nobody to fight with me, until I found my friends, who they told me that they were undocumented as well. I felt with them as if they were like my second family. Also, I feel like I believe and I know and I am sure that I am a fighter, because I want to fight for people's rights. I want to fight for people who have gotten their family deported. My brother was deported on my birthday when I was 18. And I really do miss him, and I don't want people to be missing their family, because it's just not fair that because of something really stupid, people are getting deported, separated. And I invite you guys to come out.
Empire is very secluded, and people are so afraid. There's many laws like the 287G or the secured communities, and we want to create a network for students to say that we're here to support them, and we're here to be for them and to help them out. They're not alone. We're all in this together, and we need to help our community come out and say that they're not ashamed of the situation because they didn't do anything wrong.
I remember saying, I don't know where I'm at, and I just wanted to go home. And then my dad came to pick me up 3 days later, and I remember seeing him for the first time, and I didn't know who he was. I didn't remember my dad. And then they were like, oh, your dad's here to pick you up, and I thought somebody was robbing the house. So
I remember growing up and everything, I didn't know the language, I didn't know anything, and but somehow I learned, and I got like along with everybody, and I got accustomed to everything. And I remember after that, I really didn't struggle. Like I never really hit me. Like I knew I didn't have papers, but it wasn't like a challenge for me until high school, senior year. Everybody started getting their license. And I had a car and I knew how to drive, but I couldn't drive because my friends would tell me, oh, don't drive on Fridays or Saturdays because you can get stopped and we don't want you to get deported. And due to the lack of funds, I wasn't able to keep my education, but I am going to do it, and I'm saying that I'm undocumented, unafraid, and we're going to do this together.
It was, but until high school, that's when it really hit me. My senior year, I wanted to go to the RC2 of Orange County. That was my dream school because my friend was gonna go there. We had planned everything to go together. You know, and I got really stressed out because I didn't get accepted. I got so stressed out that I actually got really sick and went to the hospital. And since then, you know, my cousin Javier, he actually told me about Mansac. And he told me, you know what, they have what you wanna do. They have your major there. You want to go there, because I was really depressed because I can't go to the school that I wanted to.
It was kind of like, it kind of opened doors for me to come out as queer to my community friends and part of my family, because it's still very difficult. And I feel it's as important to talk about being undocumented and to talk about queer, because there are really common identities that intersect.
I'm a professor at the University of Laverne. I'm 60 years old. I'm a veteran. I came to this country when I was 15, and I'm so proud of you guys. Paulo Freire once said, se puede matar todas las flores, pero nunca se puede detener la primavera. And so thank you for being the flowers in this room for us.
Van a encontrar la forma de lograrlo y échenle ganas. Échenle ganas y sí se puede, muchachos.
Lo que ellos no saben es lo que ustedes tienen dentro, que eso nunca lo van a poder acabar. Entonces esto es lo que les va a dar fuerza para salir adelante. Y lo único que quiero decirles es que ustedes no están solos. Hay mucha gente que está escuchando sus voces y que les está apoyando. Entonces no están solos, les vamos a seguir ayudando y van a triunfar. Ustedes son la gente del futuro, la gente de este país, que tendrán que luchar para que estas injusticias no se sigan cometiendo. Solamente ustedes, porque las sintieron, las vivieron y saben lo que se siente, lo que se sufre. Yo les digo, adelante, adelante, porque sus sueños se tienen que cumplir y porque hay gente atrás de ustedes que los está apoyando. Felicidades, porque demostraron con esto que tienen el coraje, tienen las agallas y quieren salir adelante. Felicidades a todos ustedes.
I want to walk the streets again and watch young people dance the jarocho wearing t-shirts that say undocumented, surrounded by a sea of brown faces, a celebration and affirmation of self, of dignity, surrounded by history, as a young man on the simplest wooden platform tips his baseball cap with elegant respect, and the rhythm of tapping feet pronounces that the longer the struggle, the more precious the legacy of pride handed down. Persecution is ever present. Raids and racism mark our lives, and change is far away. And yet we live, we march, we dance, not huddled in the shadows, as some would say, but making our way into the bright sunlight like a young shoot, pushing through the heavy soil. A pesar de que el cambio pareciera ilusorio, no nos ocultamos en la sombra. Marchamos, bailamos, buscamos la vida como el retoño que, por pesado que sea el suelo, se va naciendo en búsqueda del sol. So this is my little gift to you. Thank you all.